Hello and welcome everyone to this latest episode of us taking on Book 3 of Dragonfable. Today we will be continuing the saga with the wind. And let's try to get far enough that the title is accurate, shall we? Let's try. Of course, I should grab these, but putting them on before we start wouldn't feel quite right. So, we have discovered Seleneska. Last time, we've completed the Siege of Haven. Today, we will take one step forward. Let's see what the description is for this. Under the direction of Kara Selema, leader of the Seleneska and the Resistance, you're going undercover into Espina Rosa. The Rose high security prison to liberate a very important ally, but while you're away, trouble brews for the Resistance. Now then, let's go to Kara. Quests. One step forward. With the Rose repelled once more, word is spreading of the wind. The Resistance grows by the day, thanks to your effort. Thank you all for gathering at my behest. I wanted to thank you all for your help, for believing in me, in this cause, in the wind. It's thanks to your hard work that we were able to save the Clockin and defend the Dravir against the odds. Since we repelled the attack on Haven, more and more join us in Seleneska by the day. The tales of the heroics of the wind, all of us, all of the Resistance, are spreading like seeds on the wind. But as our numbers grow, I can't help but worry. I didn't ask to lead the wind. No matter what happens, I just hope what we're doing is right, that we're making lore a better place. Kara, I've had my own doubts. There are those we are unable to save. That is a fact. After the Siege of Haven, I asked myself if it was worth it, all this loss, even among the victories. But I've seen what has happened to the Clockin firsthand. I've visited the refugees living in the bus of Seleneska. Rest assured, it's better that we are here to defend who we can than not at all. Nikki speaks true. You are not all powerful, not one among us is. You must have confidence, Kara. We follow because we trust your leadership. Thank you, Nikki, Bashako. When I started the wind from the lost scraps of the sanctuary, I did it because there were no one else who could. I truly appreciate. Kara! Intruder incoming! Sphera? What is the matter? Is there another disagreement between the refugees? Let me through. I have to speak to Carla, Karina, whatever her name is. Let our guest in, Sphera. I have confidence I will be safe. As you wish, Kara. And who might you be? I am Melissa. A pleasure to meet you, Melissa. I am Kara, the leader of the Wind. And I got the impression there was something you urgently wanted to discuss with me. Right. Let me just... Greetings, Kara of the Wind and Assorted Leadership. I am Melissa, Princess of the Fairy Court. Didn't we already do that this introduction? Shh. I have come as a representative of my people, the fairies, to humbly request your aid. Queen Maeve believes that the Rose is targeting our current grove, and they may make their move soon. We believe that with the aid of the wind, we blah blah blah. Blah? Look, we need your help, okay? The Rose has been getting a bit too close to our grove for comfort. My mother, Queen Maeve, that is, refuses to let me fight them off. And we heard about what you did for the Dravir and the Clock-in. You're the Resistance, right? Can you do some resisting for us? Shoo away the Rose or something? Your mother is Queen Maeve of the Fairies? Aren't you a bit tall to be a fairy? Rita! You know, in all my years, I have somehow, by some miracle, never heard that one before. If you want to keep all your limbs, I suggest that I never hear it from you again. Brave talk for an oversized dragon snack. I think we're going to get along. Please, excuse Rita, it's fine. She speaks her mind, I like that. So, about help? I'd be glad to provide any aid possible, but... Great, sounds good. Let's get going. But we need to be more careful than now, more than ever before. We have more refugees to care for, more fighters to train, just more everything. We will reconvene with you in a moment, Melissa, but please allow us some time for private counsel. Okay. Nice tree you have there. Private counsel? Sfera, can you show the way, can show you the way out if you'd like? Right, private. Gotcha. Melissa, Princess of the Fairies. She's certainly a character. I haven't had any dealings with the fairies personally, but I see that the rumors of them being capricious are not unfounded. We Clock-in tend to avoid them, mischievous beings, though not malicious, yet beings nonetheless. We have to try to help them, don't we? We can't just leave them for the Rose to attack. I agree. We can't stand by and do nothing. If the Rose threatens more innocents, then I'll do my best to defend those who need it. Thank you, everyone. I'm glad we are all in agreement. Prepare yourselves. We're off to visit the fairy court. Yes, we are. Equip, show, fire. Then we shall show the paladin dagger, and then show the helm. Let's see, we shall start by mentally assassinating the swamp shambler. Actually, I don't think that we will do more of the Rose saga right now. Mostly because I think that this will, partially at least, be rewritten pretty soon-ish, I guess. Or maybe it has been rewritten. I will have to do some research. But the main reason is that we are going to do a bit of the Shear storyline. Well, a bit of it. We're going to do all of it, really. That's my intent. And now we need to summon our dragon, so that we have at least one meat shield. The rose is here to attack, and it seems as though things have gotten bigger than we were expecting. Ooh. Fairy circle. Either way, whatever we do, there will be dead tonight. Oh, I was hoping for a critical. Great. Well, at least Fluffy can finish off the mushroom. At least they're not quite as poisonous as the ones from Just Chilling, but they are poisonous. Let's see, to edit stream info, to Shear the Rose, to Shear the Rose is the title of the stream now. And that will be the title of the video, so, you know. Let's drink some. And now we are facing off against them inside a hollowed out tree. Even though they used the giant tree, fallen tree trunk, look for this battle. And that one I haven't seen in a long time. Ooh, so scary. Those are scary. Oh, Fluffy, come on. Well, this works too. Snapperdilla. Welcome to the fairy court. Hold on. Where is everyone? Are we too late? We fought the rose along the way here. Maybe... Stop. No. There's no sign of struggle that I can see. Mother, you wouldn't. Melissa? What's going on? Where are the fairies? That must be it. You were too slow. Mother must have had no choice. And the fairies must have gone already. How could they leave me behind? Melissa? If they were going to leave anyway, why not even a trace to follow? Melissa, I'm sorry. If only we were quicker. Wait, Melissa, didn't you say earlier that Queen Maeve didn't want you to fight? Yeah, in front of the whole court too, as if I didn't have the training or the skill. What if sending you out to find the wind was her way of granting you that wish? You mean, yeah, she knew you wanted to fight Rose, but if the other fairies didn't agree, what else could she do? That had to have been her plan. But everyone else... I need some time to think. Please, leave me to my thoughts. We shall leave you to your thoughts. But will the rose? Lady Joania, I bring news from General Acanthus. Yes, what is it, Amadeus? The campaign against the Fiend has run into some setbacks. The Fiend? The ones who attacked the prison and broke out a number of high-priority magical criminals, my lady. General Acanthus suspects them to have had a hand in the Oculus Tower disaster. And that's what we're going to do now. Ah, yes, that Fiend. On that matter, General Acanthus is requesting more funds and troops. He shall have them. Very well, my lady. And a final note. There are reports that Jaina has been seen in company of the Wind. Has she now? I take it you read Magus Hansa's report on the Sensi incident. It crossed my desk, yes? Very well. I shall take my leave. Jaina. What has Jaina done? What could she do? Magic and power. Where Jaina and Fluffy go, so too follows destruction and catastrophe. Such things must be contained. And that is the first real glimpse of Jania in Book 3. It's been a while, Jania. And we got the fossil necklace. Now then, isn't that nice? Let's go ahead and sell this one at least. And compare these. Yeah, we can sell this one. Now then, let's go see what that Oculus Tower incident was all about. Let's go visit the Shears. If you're looking for the elf, he's in the room behind us. Ah, Dracelix. It is an honor, Jaina. A paladin, apparently. The Paladin Order and the Rose have mostly kept their distance. At times our goals are the same and we ally towards issues. But when they see the innocent as a threat, we must intervene. Much has changed since the darkness has shifted. The Order's outpost to the north has prospered. We have many new recruits, eager to serve the light. Negotiations through the kingdom have been difficult, but in time it may ease. Once my conflicts with the Rose have settled, I shall return north. You're welcome to travel too. And Artix? The Order has not had contact with him for some time. We are not sure what he is up to, but he has done much for those in need over the last few years. Well, we know what Artix is doing, or will be doing really, in a bit. He will be training the recruits. The musicians. And here we have Surlian. Can I help you, Cryptic? I have a quest that needs to be completed. Well then. If you wish to assist Telencrest of our quest to rescue her, I will not refuse your help. Let's then tell Crest of what happened. Listen, Jaina. You may have seen the tower looming over the horizon. The Rose have been constructing it ever since Elchin sided with them. The tower was heavily guarded, but lately I've scouted less and less soldiers, despite it being near completion. What does it do? According to these plans I acquired before leaving Swordhaven, atop the tower lies an Oculus. This device is meant to focus a source of magical energy and use it to search out magical creatures and artifacts so that they can be captured. Then we must destroy it. It may not be that simple, but yes, we must interrupt the source of the focus, then find a way to disable it. The guards that still remain seem preoccupied, so now is our best chance to strike. Leon, what about I'll deal with that. And book 1 faces. Jaina, just make sure to take out the guards. Got it. Then we're ready. Let's go. Unfortunate, really, that these are captured here. Oh, come on, Fluffy. I know you can do better than that. Nice job, Fluffy. And there we can see the tower looming over the horizon. That's annoying. And here we can see the mana hunters of this tower. Quite a bit different from the normal ones we see. Bit more fancy. We could have these daggers now, if we wanted to farm them, though without the glow, I believe. Not this sword though. Whoops. That was a misclick. Let's just take out all the guards we can find. Nice job, Fluffy. In the mental assassination. Ah, there's no room there. And a DOT, and then a mental assassination, or this. That's enough too. The Oculus, it's overloading. Run! Jenna, we must get to the top, Jenna. I have to save her before it's too late. Huh? Hurry! So yeah, if it wasn't obvious already, there are some other loyalties also going on, though really, these aren't the worst. Let me actually show this one so that we can deal nature damage. Oh, Damn, that's stone. Metal is also out, right? Hey, this also deals metal. That at least negates their rather annoying resistance boost. Let me elementalize towards nature. To be specific, let me elementalize towards primal. Oh, come on. I know that we have that. Oh, wait, maybe we didn't do that final quest to get access to the primals. That is probably it. I should really do that. Remind me sometime before the end of the next century. Let's throw that. So yeah, mana elementals. Christ, what have they done to you? I sense magic. I honestly hope that we will get a reworked version of this one, or an in version at least. Ice and water are the greatest weaknesses, so then we can equip this one again and, you know, ice. She is now using a shield, which doesn't block pierce damage. Let's see. She charges up for a massive attack, just as I am charging up for a massive attack. And a full paranoia boost. And yes, that was the massive attack. It deals a lot of damage, if I remember it correctly. And it is lasting for however long the debuff lasts, I believe. Let's see, what was the immunity to stun again? 50. And the illusion lasts for one more round. Let's blind her. Let's blind Crest. And honestly, let's hope this works. No, it does not. Well, let's hope we shall survive this. She missed. That's enough for me. Because now we can do this one again. And we got Crest out of the way. Let's do these others now. Before Verly fixed this fight, she would spam her shield very often, which still had the same weakness. And that laser, I believe, was multi-hit. But it was basically before he properly figured out how to do... before Verly properly figured out how to do rotations. Which, you know, doesn't really help when fighting these. And we've won. What? Leon? You're safe now, Crest. They were using you? Focusing your energy? Not anymore, thanks to the two of you. She can explain things later, but we need to leave. And now we have the Axe of Mana, the Dagger of Mana, and the Staff of Mana. These are really pretty and well designed versions of the weapons, of Leon's weapons. Unfortunately, I don't think we can actually get his version, but well, these are pretty decent light weapons. That's it though, they're pretty decent. Whoa. Let's actually go to Hometown to drop some things off in Falcon Rage. And then train our stats, because I do believe I forgot to do that for quite a while. Serenity's Prowess, Dagger of Mana. Yeah. That seems to be it. Let's Stat train. Yes, we have forgotten this for quite a while. The end of magic. These are all the quests we will do here. Afterwards, we will need to go back to the main saga. There are more of these Oculus devices out there. Much smaller and weaker, but they can be carried. We can't allow more mages to be harmed by this technology. They need to be destroyed. Although, if we can recover a working Oculus, it could prove useful in saving mages from the Rose. With your aid, Jaina, we could really help make a difference. So yeah, there are more resistance groups than just the Wind. The Wind just happens to be the one that took on the legacy of the last one. Let's see if this be a bit better if we showed this one instead. Oh right, yes, this Death Knight blade is actually a scythe. It is the only one with that bug, and it's been kept in for some reason. Let's fight with the tetanus infection waiting to happen. Okay, that one is dead for sure. Unless Fluffy does that. Okay, I am going to turn back on the manual pet actions. And then we heal. Because that is pretty much a free action as a cryptic. And there's always attempt to take out someone in a fight rather than extend it, than getting them both low, unless that is in fact what you want to happen due to the mechanics of the fight. That is unfortunate. And of course, we got a healing pad at the end of it instead of, you know, anything useful. Like the end of this quest. I still love the animation for that backstab. And a single mana potion after this fight. Yes, let us see it. Magus Uten. And absorbing some of our mana. Ooh, no. You almost did dealt damage to me. Too bad I got my shield up. And they wrap it. We have gotten an Oculus Shard. Quests, Oculus Orb. You found enough shards. Let's see if Crest can reform the whole orb. Alright, Crest, your turn. As good as new. Does it work? Time to find out. Let's go save some go find some mages to save. And unfortunately, this one does not come with a fun soundtrack to keep me occupied listening to. Ooh, okay. That wouldn't have been disastrous, but it would have been annoying. Really, mostly it just would have been annoying. Unfortunately, these quests are all still randomly generated. So there's no easy way to, you know, learn these. At least these weren't from when Furlers and the rest of the design team thought, ooh, let's make these long and difficult to navigate. Because that was fun. Well, at least we exactly hit them. For exactly how much we need. Ah, we found the Megas. I can't believe this works. Just think of how many people we can save. Oh. That orb. You're one of them. Get away from us. Wait. We're here to help you. Mages. Get them. So, we are now fighting two mana hunters and Nevin. Let's go ahead and shield first. That outfit, by the way, is the Shadow Mage outfit. That sword is the Swamp something sword? Swamp Disease Katana or whatever. Or dagger, I think it is actually. And that mage is cheating, because if I could do that with a mage weapon, with a dagger on my mage character, nothing much probably would have changed, to be honest. But he's cheating. Do they have some? No, they do not have any ice resist. See, that's why I didn't want to focus on him first. Because one, we can blind a single foe. And now we take full damage from everything. Ugh. And he regenerates. Ooh, you can parry. Fancy. Oh, he can shield. One turn left. Unfortunate that. Let's see then. Yeah, that's done. That was a misclick. Let's see. 11. No resistances other than the same resistance as the Rose Mages. Yeah, let's just crit him. Yeah, no more stuns left, unfortunate. But we can, in the next cycle, probably get him. And we got the DOT off, that's really nice too. Let's BPM. This one goes through that. And with that, we've won. As in, I'm going to arrogantly drink a potion now. Because DOTs are fun. You have saved us. That's why I'm here. You and your companions are safe now. If you have no place to go, you can come with us. My thanks, hero. And we got a merge shop where, you know, if you have a bunch of Oculus shards from the previous one, you can make these weapons. Which look really cool, to be honest. It's just also not really something that we need. Oh, right, and the Oculus Orb, which was used for something. I think, honestly, that these look pretty awesome, but there are far better ones. And you can get them as a drop. A Rod of the Oculus, unfortunately, doesn't sell well, so that is something about merged weapons. Jaina, we need to talk. Our enemy grows in power each day. The Oculus devices are just the beginning of what we must face. They are gathering more and more. An attack is surely imminent. We don't have numbers to fight them. Most of us are mages, not warriors. Perhaps Warlick could be called upon for help? We could rally the resistance. And who would lead them? Leon? I have not the strength to command such an army. The spirits are low, and thus alone will not be enough. Then find your strength. You need to show them that the Rose can be defeated. There must be a way. Perhaps there is. Greystax, Jaina, come with me. We must leave immediately. Ooh, panthers. That's nature, yeah. Yeah. The 3 little wolves. Unfortunately, this one doesn't have a spammable multi, like some other classes do. Or some, you know, just have 2 multis. I quite like these flowers, to be honest. These flowers here, glowing crystal flowers. That's one of the more creative ideas that came from early on in the game. Here, the remains of my order. This temple was once the jewel of these lands. Someday it shall be once more. Why are we here? To find the stone. A stone? Yes, a rune stone. Very few exist in these lands, and far fewer still hold their power. A single rune stone would be enough to make a difference, should we find one. And unfortunately you can't take these coins, which, you know, would save us a lot of trouble at times. So yeah, Rune Warrior, that is what Sir Leon is. And unfortunately I don't think we will ever get access to that class. I mean, I can understand why, but still. It would be fun. Let's show this one and make it deal light damage once more. Yeah. A bonefire texture. Or rather, it's called a mage. And a trap of some sort that I activated, apparently. Yeah, unfortunately we can't grab these. So sad. There it is. The runestone. What do you think you're doing? We're stealing your hoard, of course, Mr. Rune Drake. Pa-da-pa-da-pa. Because I believe that was the last turn. I honestly really like the Rune Drake design because it's just so unique. Like, I tend not to see, let's see, 1, 2, 3, Trigrade, or Digitigrade, Drakes walking around. Quite an interesting take on them, to be honest. And with that, we win. And we got it! We've defeated the Drake and obtained the runestone from its clutches. And unfortunately we didn't actually get the runestone, because the runestone is something similar to the summoning gem, I believe. We unfortunately only got a slight annoying chunk item. It's time to make our final move, Jaina. So, you went and found a stone. Yay. What's so special about it? This is meant to rally us together. A stone is meant to save us all. A paperweight. I admit it doesn't seem terribly impressive. It's very pretty, but I'm not sure how that helps us. This, my friends, is no elegant paperweight. It is a weapon. This stone, what it can, no, what it will do, will prove to the resistance in Sulaneska that we can be a valuable asset to their movement. This will show everyone in Greengard that the Rose is vulnerable, that they are not unstoppable. If we can't prove that we have a chance against them, there is no hope for those who are unable to fight for themselves. So we destroy stuff, bring hope to the people, and you get to join the resistance in Solaneska against the Rose. Exactly. The Oculus Tower here looms in the distance as an imposing symbol of Rose control. It's a powerful symbol, and if we can manage to damage it beyond use, then everyone around will see that Rose can be broken. Do you truly think that it can be done? How do you plan on destroying the Oculus Tower? This stone is the key to this path. With its power, I have full confidence in our success. We simply need to take it to the top of the tower. And you think the resistance will just accept you after this? That they will accept us with open arms? I believe, Finance, that taking down this tower will prove beyond that our goals are aligned with those in Sulaneska. You have such confidence in this plan, Leon. And though not invincible, the Rose is no sitting duck. They too have plans. Crest, you had a report? Aye. Our scouts have found that the Rose has begun reoccupying the tower since our last encounter. From the looks of it, they are trying to get it operational again, but with a more stable source of mana. They can't stop us. We can solve two problems at once. Stop the Rose from rebuilding and get you access to the resistance, Leon. Precisely. A handful of Rose soldiers is no match for us. That settles it then. It's time to move. I think we can start to make a difference. And yeah, we get forcibly equipped Leon. Or, well, Sir Leon. He has double attack, triple attack. He has the basic warrior moveset. So let's see. Hit all enemies. That deals no damage, Leon. That deals absolutely no damage. None at all, whatsoever. Okay, so he deals melee damage while copying no stats at all, so having no bonuses. Whoops. Heal a bit. And win. Huh, they didn't put anyone there. Unfortunate. And we finally dealt great damage with our hit. Power! Stun. Let's clear out this tower once more. Oh. bunch of Rose soldiers that are running away. Really, this is what they call discipline? Don't even need Sir Leon. Hello, Mega Shield. Ooh, there's a light weakness in there as well. Okay, yeah. Double attack. And then his triple attack. We shall see. Just what does it look like? And a backstab is enough to deal with her. Done. Let's move out. And the tower fell. There's been an explosion, Hard Sister. A large one. How? Where? Hold on, Marshaltha. Hold on, Marshaltha. Radamantis' companion is telling me. On their scouting run for the Dragon Rebels, they saw a band of fighters storm the Oculus Tower. They blew it to pieces. Only ruins remain. It was a stronghold. They took down a tower? Just like that? Kara should know of this. Maybe there are others who would be willing to aid our cause. Marcel says that one who seems to be the leader is waving her down to talk. Tell Marcel to accept the leader's invitation. Will do. Monte and Marcelta are coming with the leader. He wishes to speak to you. His name is Sir Leon. If Marcelta brings him straight here, keep an eye out for our patrol, Heart Sister. The Rose is certainly on edge now. Give Marcelta 2 minutes. I will watch over our flock. I know Kara doesn't like letting strangers into Sulaneska, but we need all the allies we can get, especially now. I hope this isn't a mistake. Well, greetings, Sir Leon. Dragon Rider Maritha. You've destroyed a tower. You've hit them and made them vulnerable. And I dare say you meant to show that to all floor. Everyone must see that the Rose isn't all powerful. They can fall. They can be hurt. Oh yes, they can. I believe the goals of our two groups, your knights in the resistance here in Solneska, are aligned, Sir Leon. I would agree, Dragon Rider Mretha. It was my aim to join your resistance. My knights and my own abilities are at your service. Good. I'll bring you to our leader, to Kara, and I have no doubt that we can find a place for you among our ranks. I am glad to hear it. With our combined forces, the Rose won't know what hit them. And we got the runestone. So this is where you get the trinkets. Instead of dodge +1, we get 2 wisdom and 5 magic defense. Yeah, you don't use these for the stats they give you. Or at least not these. Remove guests. So we have done the part of the Shear storyline. Well, Shear destruction. About here is where we are. We are almost caught up with everything. The next side story we will start, the nest, but that will wait until after we have infiltrated Espina Rosa. To Kara. The fairy court. Ah. This is the latest. This is not the latest one that was reimagined, the quest before this. But the quest before this is one of the reimagined ones instead of this one. So... let's see then if there is something we can do. Or I guess that from now on I will go ahead and do the... This one is just caught up, so I will go ahead and do the quests now and then do the reimagined ones as they come out. See, sudden reappearance of these. Stashkaya has reported that one of the flights have found a place to relocate. We are not safe here. And knowing that the Rose can shackle the dragons. Yes, but I question how exactly they were able to create shackles so strong that they could capture and enslave a dragon. Those are my thoughts. Something just wasn't right about all this. Nevertheless, I've spoken with the Free Dravir Council. They are grateful for all that you have done and have decided to join the rebellion and fight against the Rose. But they risk so much by being in the open, participating. Yes, but you have risked much for us. This Rose character is wrong, and we will not stand aside in the shadows and allow this person to rot the world. I am honored, Razeni, Nadesha. The Free Dravir are an honorable people. I am hoping that once this is over, I will be able to return to your camps and help you free more. That will be very welcome, Jaina. Yes, very generous, but completely expected. Nikki? We fought so hard, and yet... Nikki, you cannot blame yourself. Having 2 enemies attack us divided us in the wrong way. Yes, we lost this war the first time around. That wasn't a pretty one. That really wasn't a pretty one. Nikki, you cannot blame yourself. Having two enemies attack us divided us in the worst way. The Rose knew that the Rose knew all along that this would happen. This was the plan. Surely you all see this. Yeah, so all out of character and not really relevant anymore. So, I just get frustrated with this part. I don't even mind it that badly. The thought has already crossed my mind. It was too convenient that both sides attacked at the same time. We've lost so many though. Yes, we won the overall battle, but it took us so long. That so many of my clock and friends were stolen from me. I failed them. Nikki, you did not. They will know how hard you fought, captured or not. In the end, we will, man. You must have faith. Nikki, set your eyes on those you have left. Let me deal with those who are chained. You still must help protect the fairies. They are vulnerable. Even if those who fight against them have trouble defeating them. Yes, I must go to the fairy court. I must speak with Maeve. I will go with you. Yeah, so this really doesn't match up and is basically irrelevant. I think around the time that the what is it called? That the Tournament of Champions starts, the storyline is more or less matching up with what is actually happening. But yeah, these quests are an annoyance to burst through and nothing else. Also, yes, if the character for all of them seem very weird and not really consistent with the actual characterization, that's because this is all basically Yukara Fox writing the same character over and over in different text bubbles. You can also recognize the fact that this is a Yukara Fox thing, because she didn't play the game since 2008. Which, yeah, that's when the one-shot heals were introduced and popular. So, you know, those are often here. Let's go water. I like that color and sound more. I really should know by now where the actual button is for attack, even just blindly. Maeve, oh Maeve, it's horrible, and now you are in danger. Yeah, this is, you know, you can see why they try to write all these characters out as much as possible. Sweet Nikki, do not fret, my court is safe, and I've sent for Melissa. All will be well, I promise. Melissa? Really? Like I said, all will be well, child. That was the opponent of the last war. You guaranteed this would work! It should have! I did exactly as we planned. We sent a small group after those pathetic clock in to lead the rebels to think that was all, while I worked up the dragons and revealed with us idiotic camp of free Dravir. Then, when the Clocken were near and the dragons showed themselves, the rest of your contingent followed up and attacked with the full force of your army. Then, if you did exactly as we planned, why do I see a failure report in front of me? Not only did you fail, but the Dravir camp has disappeared along with Mreda. I did my part, so perhaps the fault lies with you, mighty Acanthus. Me? Yes, you. My dragon and I stirred up the Great Ones to attack while you were supposed to have your army ready. Somewhere you failed and I did not. Perhaps you will have to be better about it in the future. How dare you? If I may. What? All of the cloaking we've managed to steal are shackled. I would say that even though you both lost, we captured more than enough. So to the dragons, they did come through. Oh? Yes, the young of the dragons, not in alignment with your ways, Scylla, are now mine. Excellent. See, this was what they were. Yeah, to be honest, I am not particularly feeling like doing these quests, and I am not feeling the greatest at the moment. So I guess this is it. I will see you all next time when we take on the rest of these quests. See you then.